Hi, this is Michael with Owl Run Nursery. Hi Michael, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
You grow in root pouches?
Yeah, we do.
Obviously Owl Run has its choice in containers available on the market. Besides price, what makes root pouch pots the pot of choice?
Well, it's the roots, it's the air rooting, it's the air pruning of the roots. It's the fact that we don't have good soils here. We can bring in good soil media and plant our trees, and the main thing is that we can line our trees out and we can get 2,600 trees per acre, put them on 4-foot centers, and they're easy to handle. They're easy to get out. There's no digging, no loading. And the best selling point of all for us was we don't have to overwinter. They just like they are in the wintertime. They sit out here like this, and we have not ever lost a tree. So.
You were talking about how you can fit more in a smaller space earlier.
Yep.
How come you can do that?
We're able to put trees 4 foot on center, like you're seeing here, and irrigate them, where your conventional tree farms have to plant them 8 foot on center. So we're getting 2,600 trees per acre, where a conventional tree farm that has to spade dig them out is getting about 650 trees per acre. So for us, you know, we're in an area where land is very expensive. It's a no-brainer. We're getting 4 times yield per acre. The other main selling point, as compared to conventional tree farms, when they're digging, when they're spading a tree out, they're cutting back about 40 to 60% of the roots, are leaving 40 to 60% of the roots in the ground. This tree, when you buy it, you're getting 100% of the root system. And with the air pruning, there's all kinds of feeder roots in here that are ready to go. As soon as you cut the bag off, they are ready to go and start establishing the tree into existing soils. And we found that when our people plant them, we're getting establishment of a tree like this in 105 days at the latest is latest we've ever seen, but typically 75 days establishment, meaning that they're rooting in. You don't have to water them. They're starting to fend for themselves.
And the survival rate when they go into the landscape?
We've had probably, I have to say 100, maybe 99.9%. I don't know that we've ever had to. I don't know that we've ever had to replace one.
That's awesome. I think that's good. Do you find growing in root pouches you produce trees differently than if you didn't?
We're actually producing them a lot faster. These trees in the spring were 1.25 inches. Most of these trees in here, we're in August, early August, and they're about 1.75 inches. And we're pretty sure they'll be at 2 inches. So we think we're getting about a 3/4 of an inch per year growth rate on a shade tree, which is phenomenal.
Because normally
I think the conventional guys are maybe getting 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch with a good, a lot of rain in a year. So we think we're producing probably twice as fast.
And what about watering? Do you have to water any different than if you were using conventional pots or black plastic?
We use drip lines, so the water's the same. We have emitters on them where everything's getting watered. So we would be, if we ever were to grow in plastic pots, we'd be watering the same. I actually think with these trees, how they root into the bottom, we probably are using less water, and we're definitely not getting the blow over. When you get storms, we're not having any trees blow over or anything like that. So.
Because you just had a big storm last week, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a thunderstorm come through and it had 65-mile-an-hour winds, and we had no blow over at all.
That's awesome.